200,000. That's how many computers were crippled in a single day by a piece of ransomware called WannaCry. On May 12, 2017, offices, hospitals, and factories around the world suddenly faced locked screens, lost files, and ransom notes demanding Bitcoin payments. If your PC ran a vulnerable version of Windows, you were a target, no matter who you were. And behind this outbreak was a perfect convergence of unpatched software, leaked cyber weapons, and a world that wasn't ready. This isn't just another malware story. It's a global cautionary tale about what happens when security warnings go unheeded, when powerful exploits fall into the wrong hands, and when critical infrastructure is left exposed. Let's rewind to the spring of 2017. The hacking group known as the Shadow Brokers had just published a trove of stolen cyber weapons from the NSA. One of those tools, called EternalBlue, could break into nearly any unpatched Windows machine over the network. Microsoft actually released a patch in March, but millions of organizations didn't install it. Many were running outdated systems, critical medical devices, or production machines that couldn't be easily rebooted. The vulnerability remained, and the world kept spinning. The attack began early on May 12th in Europe. A hospital lost access to patient files, then another. Within hours, the UK's National Health Service was diverting ambulances. FedEx, Telefonica, Nissan, and Renault were shutting down systems. The malware would encrypt your files, then flashed a chilling ultimatum. Pay $300 in Bitcoin within 3 days, or $600 within a week, or lose your data forever. It wasn't just the ransom, it was operational chaos. Surgeries canceled, businesses halted, and digital workflows paralyzed. For many, backups were months overdue. For some, there was no backup at all. What made WannaCry so devastating wasn't just the ransom note, it was how fast it spread. Most ransomware attacks rely on a victim clicking a bad link. WannaCry was different. It used EternalBlue to scan the internet and local networks, jumping automatically from one vulnerable machine to the next. It was a true worm, capable of infecting hundreds of thousands of computers in a matter of hours, crossing 150 countries and every industry. The code left little doubt about its origins. It wasn't sophisticated. There were spelling errors and generic ransom instructions. But beneath the surface, tools developed by nation-state hackers were being unleashed on targets indiscriminately. Security researchers quickly traced the campaign to North Korea, though the regime would deny it. What was clear, the lines between espionage, crime, and cyber war had blurred. For a brief moment, things could have gotten much, much worse. But then an unlikely hero intervened. Security researcher Marcus Hutchins discovered an odd domain name in the code, a so-called kill switch. By registering that domain, he inadvertently stopped WannaCry's spread. Newly infected machines would check the site, and if it responded, they'd terminate the attack. It was pure luck, and a testament to the importance of curiosity and quick thinking in cybersecurity. Yet by then, the damage was done. $4 to $8 billion in losses by some estimates. Hundreds of thousands of workstations rendered inert. Hospitals treating patients with pen and paper. Governments and businesses scrambling to recover their data or pay the ransom. The aftermath? Microsoft took the rare step of issuing emergency patches even for unsupported versions like Windows XP. The world's IT departments scrambled to update their systems, sometimes for the very first time in years. Cyber insurers revised their models. Regulators and lawmakers started pushing for modernization and incident reporting. But most importantly, WannaCry left a mark on the collective consciousness of IT professionals. For the first time, a ransomware attack demonstrated how quickly modern life can grind to a halt because of a single preventable vulnerability. The human stories are sobering. In the UK, patients had surgeries postponed and appointments canceled. Many organizations lost days, even weeks of productivity. In some cases, paychecks went missing, and small businesses never fully recovered. And even after the kill switch stopped new infections, most data remained locked. Some paid the ransom and still got nothing back, proving yet again that trust in criminals is no solution. So how did it end? Law enforcement traced the ransom payments through Bitcoin wallets and attempted to follow the money, but the attackers used elaborate laundering techniques. Over the next months, similar copycat attacks emerged, but few matched the raw impact of WannaCry. In the years since, we've seen ransomware evolve, more targeted, sometimes more destructive, but rarely as fast or as global. Still, untold numbers of computers remain infected or vulnerable, and companies continue to pay huge ransoms every year. Keep your systems patched, no matter how busy you are. Don't rely on end-of-life software. Maintain offline, tested backups. Educate your teams. Security is everyone's problem. And finally, never assume you're too small or unimportant to be targeted. The next global cyber event may be different in technique, but not in impact. The question is, are we better prepared? The next time you see a software update prompt, don't ignore it. WannaCry proved that the cost of inaction can be felt in emergency rooms, factories, and living rooms everywhere. Cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility, because in the digital age, we're all connected.